Hey y'all, it's me, Amber Valentine, and welcome to the second episode of. So, jumping to drag families, as most people know, I am part of the House of Von Trell, with Addison Von Trell as the mother of the house. Um, I have been a part of the house for 2 years, almost 2.5 years now, and I've really learned a lot about family values and, just the opportunities that you can get with those connections and stuff. I'm definitely one that does not take into those connections unless I know I'm worthy of those connections. I am not one that joins a family just for the connections. I work to be able to utilize those connections. um, Victoria Taylor being the house grandmother. She is Addison Von Trell's mother. I actually used to go by, as it says on this picture, Amber V. Von Trell, but I had swapped my V's. The V did stand for Valentine, but something about my name just was not giving me what I needed because I was the heart of Alabama, the queen of Valentine's Day, and I just kind of had this whole shtick that I was going for my character, for my persona, and something about my name just did not really stick how I wanted it to. And I realized it's because I needed the Valentine to pull it all together. So I did recently, probably in December, I changed my name. I extended the Valentine name and shortened Von Trail down to the V in my name. So that's how we get Amber V Valentine, which I absolutely adore the name. I really do. It's a fantastic name. It's all about self love and loving yourself and just love for other people, and yeah, it's fun. It's cute. So once we get this concealer on, we're gonna go through and we're gonna blend it all out so we get a nice clean blend and highlight between the two. And I'm going to go back through and reconceal my nose as well because, we covered it all up. I just have the texture of the texture of a man's face, so I genuinely hate the texture of my face for drag. So, but I'm going to start with going through and I'm going to blend out underneath the eye, and then I'm going to go to my chin, the top of my T-zone, and then my nose, to be able to get that nice highlighted area to be able to help it pop. So as mentioned before, I am on cast at the Quest here in Birmingham, with the house mother, Victoria Taylor, who again is my drag grandmother. She does not like the term grandmother because, anyways, so we call her Vivi, um, short for grandmother, short for Victoria. We are the Quest Angels, and it is made up of me, myself, and I. Victoria Taylor is the house mother. Then we have Veronica Salvatore, Sweetie Mae Star, Sasha Allure, and Javon St. James, because of course we need our taste of testosterone, and we need our man in there. With our, as of right now, our honorary cast member, Gina, just Gina, if you prefer. Gina is my best friend, one of my other best friends. And Gina and I have been through quite a bit the last year since she's been on or performing at the Quest with me. It's Pretty much a whole different like family aspect. I do personally like the cast family aspect more than I like the drag family aspect, because it's easier to be able to help out in the moment, and learn in the moment for me. So I mean that's just something that I prefer. So now that we have everything blended, it is now time for the contour. So for my contour, I use powder contour because I've learned it blends so much easier. I currently use the Revolution bronzer palette, and as you can tell, I've been using her quite a bit. And I like to use more of a brush like this. Actually, I like to use more of a brush like this one because it's a little fluffier to be able to. But I accidentally mixed my powder brush and my contour brush up, after I cleaned my brushes because that's just something I do on accident. Um, so with this, I do a little fish lip, and I have a pronounced, cheekbone, and I just have such a great bone structure that I literally follow just right underneath my cheekbone. And then I do both sides, and then I do my forehead, and then I do underneath my chin. So we're gonna just go in, and I take it right up to my hairline. And I love blending out my contour because as it blends out, you can kind of see that snatched look, and I love a snatched look. There's not gonna be a whole lot of talking during this one because I got just until I get through this. But yeah, I hope you guys are enjoying my first video. I know it's gonna be not 100% the best video because first off, I am recording on my tablet, which is not giving me any props tonight. So we're definitely going to start recording them on our phone because, yeah, screw the tablet. And personally, I just got the new iPhone Pro Max today, iPhone 15. And I absolutely love the camera on it. So, yeah, we're definitely going to swap to that. So that way we can have a nice cleaner video next time and not possibly have parts missing out of it. So, but back to my contour. I like to go straight up to my hairline, and I like to pretty much the end of my contour matches up with like the crease of my mouth. I don't know why. I mean, that's just how I like mine. I think that's just what fits my face better. I do go in a little darker with my contour, because watching Drag Race, it's not like, too dark for me. But watching Drag Race, I've seen a lot of girls go in more with that darker contour, and I just love the way that darker contour blends out. I'm also a blush queen. I absolutely love blush. So I love being able to have that nice pink blush, as well as being able to see, like, in certain lights, that darkness of the contour underneath it. So yeah. To be able to get that nice blend, I do both corners of my forehead, and then I will literally cover up like half of my concealer here, and then I'll use my powder to be able to bring that part back out to be able to give that nice highlight on my forehead. Again, blending was not something that I knew how to do before, but now, we know how to blend now. We know how to blend now. Not gonna lie, drag and learning makeup is a struggle, until you kind of get the hang of it. And it took me a minute. It took me almost 2 years to finally get an actual face down. The face that I was doing before my mentor, I was starting to kind of look more like my mentor, Addison, my drag mother, Addison, and starting to just paint like her instead of learning how to properly learn my face and what works with my face. And then once I kind of stepped out and allowed somebody else to also pitch in, aka slash preferred, I was able to finally find that direction that would help my face more. When I do my chin contour, I like to blend it down because, you know, we don't need no chin strap. I had a chin strap fail once. I am not having a chin strap fail again because, no ma'am. One thing about me is as a man, I sweat like a man. Um, AKA my upper lip likes to sweat like a man. So, if you see me touch up my upper lip, that is why I do that because we're sweating like a man over here. So, but I also like to go through and kind of like help clean up that area so it gives that nice cut. Um, yeah, and it's cute. It's fun. It's interesting. So now that we have the contour on, we are going to go through and I'm going to do my nose contour. So for my nose contour, I actually have a few paintbrushes in my makeup brush thing because sometimes paintbrushes just work. So I use a little paintbrush like this, and I use this to kind of draw out a harsh nose contour, and then I'll go through with this smaller brush and utilize it to be able to help blend it in more, so that way it's not as harsh because I don't like a harsh nose contour. So getting into it, I always start so as you see, I left no makeup here and here because that will fill in with nose contour. So I would start right at the base of each one. And I give a nice line. So I know where it's gonna go. So getting back into my life, as mentioned before, I was married. Marriage is definitely an interesting thing in life. We were divorced back in 2020. When the whole world fell apart, and funny enough, if y'all recall, June 26th of 2015 was the day that gay marriage became legal in all 50 states. And on June 26th of 2020 is when I got divorced. So technically, I was divorced on the 5-year anniversary of gay marriage being legal. I don't know if that's like a sign or a curse because I don't know, but we're here for it because why not? Why not? I mean, it is what it is, I guess, right? It is what it is. I can't change nothing. I can't change the date. I've been divorced 4 years now as of this year, and honestly, it's the best decision that was ever made. I did not make that decision. I was not the one that filed for divorce. There was a lot of mental and emotional abuse that I had to endure and handle and pile on myself, and it just was not for me. And I can say when they say your first love is your first true love, and all, it is, it is. I tried staying with this man even after he filed for divorce, and I'm glad I didn't because I wouldn't be able to be here doing what I want to do. I wouldn't be able to do drag because that was not his cup of tea. Which, again, dating in the drag scene in general is hard because for some reason people don't want to date drag queens. I've talked to plenty of guys that found out, or that I've told that I was a drag queen, and they just like stopped talking to me. I don't know what the deal is. I have this theory that they are not as accepting of themselves or confidence issues, whatever it may be, that drag queens do have. And they don't, I mean, they don't want us to have that one step over them. That's just my opinion. I don't genuinely really know. I mean, that's just it, to me it's just an insecurity thing, which is okay. Um that's on them. That's on them. Um it's their loss at the end of the day. So, yeah. But my ex-husband stayed up in Michigan and I moved down here to Alabama. Bless y'all with my presence. You are welcome. Um, so yeah, it was interesting. It was very interesting. Very, very, very interesting. Will I get married again? Probably. I think I got one more in me, but it's gonna be way down the road. I'm gonna be like 50, 60 getting married because I ain't got time for games no more, y'all. This ain't Wish. I'm tired of shopping on Wish for men's. Okay, these men's are not mensing at all. I would never, erase it from my life completely. Actually, if you go to my boy page on Facebook, I still have like our wedding album and stuff up because it was a great experience. We did have a great time, but it didn't cut out what it was supposed to cut out. So now that we're done with the contour, I'm gonna go through and add a little powder to her, just kind of help warm her up a little bit so she's not so dark. And while I do that, enjoy this free advertisement, and we will be right back.
Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for a brand new video every single Sunday on the channel.
And a brand new news every first and third Wednesday on the month. Only here on...
Until then, stay preferred.
And stay full of love.
And always stay
ready for the news.
So I already went through and did my powdering. So my powder, I use the MAC Studio Fix powder foundation. I like utilizing a powder foundation for my powder because it helps kind of put that color back in my face so it's not as white. And it's thicker, a little bit thicker, so it helps, the mustache from sweating out of place. So I went through and I powdered all of my concealer that I had. Then I went through down here and I cleaned up my contour on both sides. And then I powdered my nose and my nose contour. And then I went through and I re-highlighted this area right here and powdered. And I know I have the area fine when I can put my brush like this and it ends at the top. And then that's where my hairline will start. And then I powdered my contour up here as well, just to kind of let that set in and bake so that way it can tone down and it's not so dark. One thing that I learned and love is baking. Baking is absolutely amazing, especially if you are a beginner and accidentally paint too dark, because we've all been there. And it just kind of helps it clean up. But we are going to start on some blush now. And so for my blush, I've had this blush for like 4 years, okay? Not gonna lie, it's been for like 4 years that I've had this blush. A lot of my makeup is very old makeup, but makeup is expensive, so we're gonna use it. This was a stack of like 6 or 7 blushes, but I've used everything else and broke them off as they were done. I have this lighter one that I use all the time that's almost gone, and then I have this darker one as well that I learned a new little technique from Veronica Salvatore. So we're going to implement that little trick. And then I have this orange one. I have not even touched it. I'm not an orange person, but I mean, we'll try it one day. So this is my blush brush. I'm a little puffy. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with my lighter pink, and I'm going to kind of blush it, and then I'm going to put my darker pink up here, and then blend them in together. So, referencing back to that commercial, as I mentioned before, I do a lot with Sage Preferred on the Preferred channel. One thing that we do is New News, where we go through and pretty much catch up everybody up on the news that's happening in the area, happening with us, happening with the channel in general. And new episodes come out every first and third Wednesday on her YouTube channel. And I mean, really, it's fun. It's something different. It's actually we kind of use it more as like kind of like a filler video. But hey, it's turning out better than what we thought it was going to. So we talk about different things such as like upcoming events, upcoming and different shows that we're a part of, or like new shows, current airing Drag Race. So All Stars 9 just finished, so we were talking about that and how we were feeling about the seasons and the progress of the seasons, as well as what we've been doing the past few weeks, and so many other things. So definitely go check that out. You can find her on the YouTube at The Only Preferred, on the Preferred channel. You can also find a link to it in both of our bios, is our link trees, and or website links that you can go on and find those links to be able to go watch those videos. Make sure you like, comment, and share, and subscribe to be able to see more of those videos. So that is one segment that we do wear the same exact outfit for every single episode, because I mean, we kind of wanted to give like that newscaster vibe, and so we're like, why not wear the same one? And honestly, with all the videos her and I have together on her channel, we always have managed to find a matching outfit for us both. So we've matched every video that we've done, and if we did that for this too, we'd probably be out of outfits at this point. I'm surprised we're not, personally, because we've done a lot of different videos. So, you know, drag. Drag is fun. Drag is fun. As I said before, I am a blush queen. I love my blush. I love a nice, bright blush, to kind of enhance the cheekbones that I have. And then I always like to take a little bit and kind of like resurface that forehead contour just to kind of give it a little bit more color. Just a little bit, not a whole lot, because I don't want a red or a pink blushy forehead. And then I'll kind of go back through with my contour brush and just kind of blend that in a little bit more. I know this light does not help. We're gonna work on this set because y'all, this set is gonna be fabulous. Okay, it's gonna be fabulous. We're gonna work on it. It's gonna improve every single episode. Y'all are gonna be so impressed, so impressed, so impressed. So now that I have my blush on, I will then, and I always use my blush brush and I take my powder, foundation, but powder, and I get just a little bit, not a whole lot, and I like to go over it just to kind of help blend that blush down. So that way it's not popping out as much, and it looks more blended and secure and, you know, like it's supposed to be there. I always do a little bit at a time because I don't want to, especially with it being a powder foundation, I don't want it to overpower it. But if you kind of notice, It's kind of a little more dull now, a little more blended than what this side is, because this side, oh, she is, hey, mama, she is pink pink. Again, we drop a new episode every first and third Wednesday at The Only Preferred on YouTube, the Preferred channel. The Preferred franchise is a huge supporter of Valentine Incorporated. So make sure y'all, again, go and follow her and subscribe to her and like her videos and share them and comment and all that fun stuff because we love her and we support her and she deserves all the love and all the support. So, you know, if you're not going to go support your local drag in person, support them online, right? Right? Yes, right. Another segment that we do and that I am part of with her on her channel is what we call our preferred choice. Now, our preferred choice is Drag Race based. It's where we go through and every episode once a month that we upload is a different preference of Drag Race, I guess you can say. So like we've done our preferred lip syncs, our preferred queens, our preferred snatch games. So it's where we go through and we list who each of us like our favorite of each, whatever the topic may be that week or that month, and we just kind of go through and list and pretty much tell you what we think. I mean, I know most people probably don't care about what we think, especially when it comes to Drag Race, but screw it. We're just gonna do it, right? Yeah, we love everything Drag Race and all that, so we try our best to keep up, especially with the international franchises. We are huge with international franchises, as well as our normal U.S. franchises, such as All Stars, the regular seasons, and recently they have announced a new franchise of Global All Stars, which I think is phenomenal. I'm super excited for Global All Stars. Recently, we just crowned a winner on All Stars 9, Angeria Paris Van Michaels, who was my pick for the win. We just started the newest season of Canada versus the World Season 2, which so far is kind of sickening. And yeah, I'm really enjoying it. Honestly, my favorite franchise is probably Canada. Now, am I being biased? Probably. But that's just because my, everyone's got the Drag Race queen that, they look up to and they absolutely love. And that queen for me is Brooklyn Heights. Brooklyn Heights, to me, is a star. If I could imagine what my drag could have been if I had the skills she had, or was younger and was able to learn the skills that she learned, that is who I wish my drag persona could be, is Brooklyn Heights. I absolutely adore Brooklyn Heights, and her talent is talenting, and her fashion is fashioning, and her hosting is hosting, and she is just a wonder to the world. So now that we have all that done, I'm going to go through and highlight real quick. So I am currently obsessed with this. I'm not going to tell you the brand. I'm pretty sure this one's also controversial. But I got it for free. So free is free, y'all. Free is free. It is the Extreme Frost Choking on Ice. And it is like a purple highlight. I love it. Especially to be able to put it on top of that pink blush. Woo! Girl. But I like to take a bigger brush like this, spin it around in there, and I like to utilize this just to kind of help finish blending out that the blush, and I go right on top, just right under my eye, and I just blend it and blend it and blend it and blend it and blend it all together, and then it all comes together, and then it has a beautiful shine. And now, am I doing it wrong? Probably. Why am I probably doing it wrong and not care? Because I love being able to look at you and you see that nice pink. And when I turn, oh, you got all that. and like my blush or my highlight turns into my blush. Um, Again, I'm probably doing it wrong. I'm probably not supposed to put that much on, but screw it. I like it. I think it's cute. Um, I don't do glitter or anything, so I just kind of leave it to the highlight to do it. So, and I still will take powder and go over top just to kind of help blend it in that little bit more. Don't worry. And then I'll take some and I'll do my chin. Just to give that nice little highlight on my chin. And then I always put some in between my eyebrows, which I learned this trick from watching Drag Race and watching queens paint their face. And then I sometimes, depending on my face and my mood, sometimes I'll like kind of just bring it up my forehead a little bit. But most of the time I just kind of keep it in between my eyebrows. And that kind of helps kind of blend my eyebrows in a little bit. And then I will take this brush. I don't even know what this brush is called. And I will do the bridge of my nose with it. Just feel enhance where this is at. I love a lot of highlight. I love that glisten on your nose. I love it, love it, love it. And then we'll just kind of go through and just kind of blend it out. Because again, you gotta blend everything. And I love that contrast between the pink cheeks, that blue eye, and that purple, really the purple nose area, but really all the purple highlight. And then I'll take my blush brush and get that powder again. And I'll just kind of reapply over top, just kind of dull it down a little bit so it looks a little more natural and not as shiny. And I do my blush brush because then once the powder is like off my brush, I have that that blush just to kind of like fill in the gaps. So, and that's how we do that. So next we are going to finish the eye. When it comes to finishing my eye, I save it for last because like I mentioned earlier, my eye likes to water. My eye is not my best friend. I like a nice white, pure white cut crease, especially because you can kind of blend it in with like the color of your eyeshadow a little bit more, and I think it's sickening. I love it. I don't do a full cut crease. I do my cut crease to about here. I only do like what I call half a cut crease. Honestly, I don't know what a full cut crease or a half cut crease. And like, is there like a specific length for a full cut crease? I have no idea. To be able to get that nice white cut crease that I like, I currently am using a white pomade that sticks forever. I have such a hard time getting it off. It is a white brow pomade. I don't know what the brand is. Whatever it is. But I like it. It is very white. The only thing is, certain areas like to expire a little quicker than others. But literally, I'm just, without poking my eyeball out, gonna cut out the areas that I want this to be. Yeah, and I use a nice small little slanted brush. So, getting into the evolution of my drag, as I had mentioned before, I started November 2021 at Drag Assessments at, I was on 7th, and that means that I've been doing drag, this November will be 3 years. I have enjoyed it thus far, and I am still enjoying it, even though I may joke about quitting drag quite often. But are you a true drag queen if you don't? I mean, we all do. We all think about it. We all talk about it. We just love it too much to actually do it. So starting my first year of drag, we were more like boy with makeup on and a wig, and an outfit from, actually I think the first outfit that I wore out on stage ever was actually from, I want to say it was JCPenney's, and It was, I actually still have it. It's cute. It was a jumpsuit a formal jumpsuit that had a black pants and both legs had a slit up both sides, and the top was a gold sparkle. That was the T, and so it's just kind of been stored away in my closet, and I kind of just forgot about it until I talked about it now. It was fun. Definitely thought I was in over my head, and that this was something that I was not going to continue with for very much longer. But I guess I ate my own words because here we are, still. And then we get into year two of drag. Year two really kind of kicked off for me, more so in like my performing in general, my stage presence, my crowd presence. We can say my face, but I include that in year three because year two or year three started like a month after that, if even a month. So I include that in year three because it's progressed in year three. But yeah, year two was definitely better. That's when I started wearing a body, having more of that figure. I got a cast position in year two. Really just kind of started branching out more. So I really enjoyed year two. Getting into year three is really where I just kind of skyrocketed. Because that's where not only the performance aspect, but the face has gotten better, the body has gotten better even. That's where I've just kind of like stopped and ran. We are to that point where we are somebody in drag now. We got to make sure that we are out here and, stepping our up because so yeah, year three is my favorite thus far because year three is the year so far. So alright, so now that we got that white on, because I love a nice white crease, I like to take my blue that I used, or if I do a black liner here, I always do black, and I just kind of like fill in this gap right here, and kind of just blends the edge of that white into it. So instead of looking like that, it should look like that. And then I'll kind of blend that up, and I will always take my smaller brush, as I almost forgot to grab it, and re-blend in this small area as well. So I'm just going to go through and kind of clean up and just kind of blend in around that. Yeah. There she is. She's cute. Now that that's done, let's go ahead and do our lip. So for my lip, I use a small little paintbrush like this to be able to trace my lips out. I do not use lip liner. I have not used lip liner. I just kind of line my lips with lipstick and then fill it in. I typically stick with a red lip because red is like my signature color. Blue is like my signature eye color, but like red is Amber's color because, Valentine and all that. And it's my favorite color in general. I didn't used to overdraw my lip, and then I realized the importance of overdrawing your lip because it makes your lip look bigger and plumper and nicer. So I always start by drawing my lip on top of my lip, and then I follow each side down. If you ever see me in drag, 9 times out of 10, I will be in a red lip. I also really love, I'm not like a bright red lip. I like a dark red or like that medium red, personally. I also have this fat lip, which is my birthmark, actually, which messes my lips up horribly. I hate it so much. So this kind of helps me even it out as much as possible. And then I'll take it and I'll start in the bottom of this corner and draw under, and then the bottom of this corner and draw under. I love how I have things scripted for this part, forgetting that I'm doing my lip, so it's going to be hard to talk. Sometimes the brain just don't brain. And then I like to kind of like fix the bottom arch. So I'll get some and I'll kind of just recurve that. Underneath. Just kind of fill it. And then I take a clear lip gloss, which, well, it was clear, but as you can see, I do red a lot, so now it's pink. But that's okay. Because I'm going to cover it anyways. So I take a lip gloss and I gloss it. I love gloss on my lips. And then I'll take my lip and fill it in over top. And that kind of helps give that glossy look. Slay. Then I'll take my brush and I pretty much just retrace. I'll dip it like in where my lip is with that that gloss, and I'll retrace just to be able to match the liner part with the lip. And then I got a nice big lumped glossy lip. So for my lashes, I'm currently going to be using, I had to throw my lashes away because I accidentally ripped them in half the last time I wore them, and the last show that I did. So I ended up having these extra cute little lashes here that we're going to use. So I literally just put my glue slash liner right where my lash is going to go, and that's literally all the liner that I do. I don't like that big, bold lined eye. Just something about it does not appeal to me, and I don't know what it is. So then I'm going to put the glue on the lash. I always do on the lash as well because we gotta have that extra security. We are going to go in with this lash. We let it dry a little bit. I like to put them on when they're tacky. Actually, they're cute. They're not as big and bold as what I like them. And we're gonna go ahead and do the other side. Grab the other lash. Funny story about lashes, actually. So, probably like during year 1, before I even started covering my brows up, or learning how to, I was over at a friend's house, Infinity, getting in drag with them, Infinity, and I did not bring lash glue, and so I had asked her for lash glue. And she said, yeah, girl, I got some for you. She gave it to me, and we went to go put it on, and my eye started burning. And I went through all night with these lashes on with this lash glue. Got home, took them off. On one of my lashes, I had a whole ball of glue that, like, stuck. And I had, like, multiple lashes stuck to it, and it hurt. Come to find out, the gave me nail glue, told me it was lash glue, and watched me as I put it on my eye to glue my lashes on. I am never gonna let this girl live this down. It was hilarious. It was so funny. Watch out for your friends, because your closest ones, they're the ones that really get you. So, now that we got the lashes on, I'm gonna take this mascara, and we're just gonna comb up. Now, I do the mascara after I put my lashes on, because then for some reason I just cannot get my lashes on. Slam. Look at that. And then, just to touch it up and do that final step, I'm gonna do my underliner in that blue. Now, I'm not gonna go all the way to the corner of my eye, because I like to leave space, just kind of like help my eye look open more and to open up my eye. And do the other side. And then I'll go back over one more time just to kind of blend it out a little bit more. Because I love the blend. And boom. I love it. It looks so nice. We're going to set our face. And yes, I use a lot. Now, we're going to let the setting spray dry real quick. And I'm going to hop out and put on an outfit, put on a wig, get in all the jazz, and we'll be right back. And we are back. And girl, the mug is mugging. Here's a final project. The final, thing. I just put a cute little bra and a cute little jacket on. Because it was blue and it fits. So we have reached the end of the first episode of the Valentine vlog. If you would like to see more content, you can catch a new video every other Friday at 3 p.m. Central Standard Time. Yes. Make sure you like and comment and subscribe to the channel. Let me know. I want to do what y'all want me to do. So, give me suggestions. Give me some things. And make sure you share. Share it with your friends, your family, and share it with, the people that hate it so they can get a good laugh out of it. Because, slay. Publicity is publicity. Just saying. Sometimes them haters really be boosting us, okay? Make sure you do subscribe and hit that subscribe button. Turn the notifications on for upcoming videos. And just to kind of see where we're going to go with this. This is just kind of the start. We're going to kind of see where we branch to with it. If you go to my website, which the link is in all my bios, there's a button on the YouTube section where you can go and you can ask questions. I want to hear from you. You guys are the ones watching it. I want to know what you want to see and what you want to watch. But aside from there, if you do put your name on the question, I will make sure to shout you out here on the channel. Because why not? Support is support. If you would like to book me, I would love to come and entertain for you. So please visit the book me page on my website to view my show schedule and to submit your requests today. Keep up to date on all things Valentine on all my socials, which you can find on my website, or you can just go and type them in. That is at Amber_V_Valentine on Instagram and TikTok, and Amber V Valentine on Facebook. All the social links will also be in the description of this video as well as my website link, which you saw the commercial for that, so she's kind of sickening. Again, I thank you for joining, and always remember, self-love is the most important love. I will see y'all again here in about 2 weeks, and y'all have a good night.